Warning. The following video contains extreme music for extreme people. The opinions expressed in this video are solely my own. This video contains music and language that may not be suited for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. You have been warned.
What's up, Crusaders? I am Pixel the Paladin, and it is finally here. I've been teasing at it for a long time, but it's finally upon us. The end of 2025, which signifies the albums of the year. 2025 has been an absolutely incredible year for music. Album after album after album, concert after concert after concert. There has been so much good music released this year. It is staggering. Staggering. So I would like to present to you all my top 3 albums of 2025. This was not easy.
In third place, Revocation. New Gods, New Masters. Returning for their 9th album of excellence, the technical death metal masters Revocation proved once again they are world-class musicians. New Gods, New Masters released on September 26, 2025, and delivered 9 punishing tracks of brutal apocalyptic wizardry upon the world. With a revamped lineup consisting of main songwriter, lead vocalist, and lead guitarist Dave Davidson, longtime drummer Ash Pearson, bassist Alex Weber, and rhythm guitarist Perry Lannon, this ferocious quartet pushed the very limits of melody-infused mastery. With New Gods, New Masters inspired by a bleak outlook on spirituality in the modern age, we peer into Dave Davidson's perspective on the rise of AI and the fate of humanity as a whole.
Alright, starting off 2025. In third place, it should be absolutely no surprise. To anyone that knows me, to anyone that knows my musical taste, it is the mighty Revocation, helmed by none other than Dave Davidson. With a brand new, refreshed lineup, they have delivered New Gods, New Masters. I am clearly a Revocation fan, and I have been for many, many, many years. I started listening to them back in 2010. And just quickly began to devour their entire catalog of music. I'm just a massive fan of everything Dave puts out. He's got just blistering technicality, groove-laden riffs, and this huge, just absolutely unmistakable jazz quality to all of his music. Obviously, Dave went to Berkeley. He's got all these accolades. I'm not going to list them all. He's a world-class musician. And Dave, alongside the others, are absolutely incredible. Like, they deliver, they gave me everything I wanted. They gave me everything I wanted with New Gods and New Masters. And it should just be no surprise that this is in the top of the year. Give this album a listen. It is simply stunning. I can't speak enough on Revocation and how much I enjoy them, and even though they've just given me this, I cannot wait to see them again live, to hear their next 10 albums. I just a bit of a fanboy in terms of Revocation. So, absolutely, coming in number 3, New Gods, New Masters by Revocation. I love them. Dave, love you. Stop screaming my calls.
Coming in second place, Allegion, the Ossuary Lens. Releasing their 7th studio album on April 4th, 2025, the melodic death metal titans Allegion once again blur the lines of science and mysticism with a profound exploration of death in all its tangled glory. With songs both frantic and deeply personal, the Ossuary Lens does not disappoint. Changing their focus once again, Allegiant incorporates dizzying, cascading guitars with the help of Greg Burgess and Mikey Stansell, over the top of intricately pulverizing drums performed by Jeff Salzman. Rounding out the all-star team, Brandon Bobo Michaels delivers a groovy low end as the returning Ezra Haynes delivers his best vocal performances yet.
All right, for album number 2 in second place this year, it is the return of Allegiant, one of my favorite mellotech bands that has ever existed. I started listening to them during Proponent for Sentience, and I've just never stopped. This album is a complete return to form. I know myself, and this is my own opinion, I know their previous work, Damn Them, was kind of divisive. I thought all of the instrumentals on that album were phenomenal, but their previous vocalist he kind of changed too much. This album, back with original vocalist Ezra, is just phenomenal. It exceeded my expectations to the point of absurdity. I listened to the first single off this album, Driftwood, and was like, okay, interesting. Good to hear him back. Good to have all this going on. Mikey and Greg on guitars are just phenomenal. And then the rest of the album just kept getting better and better and better and better. And no question, I have listened to this album probably the most this year. I am just so impressed with this. I want to see them live desperately. I can't wait for them to come around. Hoping early next year. But absolutely, this album is... Could it challenge Proponent for Sentience as their best? Maybe. This album is going to continue to grow with me, and I think, no question for me, this is probably... it's their best work. Is it? I don't know. Ugh. Cannot wait for more.
And the winner for my 2025 Album of the Year, Fallujah, Xenotaph.
Bleeding through the floor in waves of gold. Chromatic currents flowing like a memory from worlds away.
Showcasing some of the finest guitar work ever recorded, the otherworldly alumni of Fallujah bestow upon our hungry minds Xenotaph, their 6th full-length album. Spearheaded by Scott Carstairs and Kyle Schaefer, Xenotaph delivers an ambitious original story following a journey into the afterlife and far beyond. Incorporating jazz and fusion techniques along with soaring, clean vocals, these progressive death metal wizards provide 8 tracks of sheer musical delight. Quoted as quite simply a must-listen-to metal album, Xenotaph covers everything one could want to hear. With sheer brutality interrupted by moments of clarity and brilliance, Kyle Schaefer's second vocal effort with the band proves to be his best yet. Carefully crafted by one of the finest guitarists alive, Scott Carstairs' soaring and ethereal guitar leads are accented perfectly by Sam Moradin's powerful rhythm playing. With hired gun Kevin Alexander proving a maddening level of talent on the drums, Xenotaph continues to only improve with each and every listen.
Saving the best for last. In first place this year, for me, and I think I speak for a ton of people on this, it is Fallujah's Xenotaph. I'm just shook. I'm just shook by how good this album is. If you like extremely technical music with incredible vocals, with a rhythm section that just never slows down, never stops giving, then Xenotaph front to back is one of the best albums I think I've ever heard. The biggest problem with Xenotaph? It's not longer. That's exactly what you want from an album. That's exactly what your album of the year should be. I listen to Xenotaph over and over and over, start to finish, and all I can think is, God, they gave me 1 or 2 more songs. That's exactly why Fallujah has come across with my album of the year. Xenotaph is just everything good about the band, turned up to 11. I know Kyle, their vocalist, really had a lot of creative control on this one, along with Scott Carstairs, the chosen one, on guitar. I just saw them live here less than a month ago. Absolutely spectacular. This album is pretty transformative for them. I know they have kind of always been a band about somewhat of change and kind of trying to do new things, and this album, for me, is just an absolute knockout of the park. I can't believe how good this album is, and I am going to continue to covet and really enjoy this music for a very, very long time. Kudos, Fallujah. You blew me away.
From an absolutely wild field of players, this year's runner-ups are no slouches. With an absolute gauntlet of talent unleashed in 2025, here are my honorable mentions that just barely didn't make it to the top 3. Make sure if you like what you hear, you definitely check them out.
And there you have it. These are my top 3 albums of the year. I can't believe how good the music was this year. In past years, there have been clear winners. Clear winners that have come across and been like, that one's clearly is the best of the year. There has been so much music this year. It's shocking. It seemed like every single month, every 2 weeks, there was a new album vying for contention. I mean, the runners-up this year were good enough that they could have been the winners from previous years. Whittling down the 2025 year has been one of the best and worst things ever. Like, oh my God, the fact that I came to this conclusion, I'm drawing my line in the sand, third, second, first, is just frankly mind-boggling. I have listened to so much good music this year. Crazy, crazy town. An absolute year for the ages. 2026 can't be this good. It can't have this much new good music. I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe it. But to answer any last few questions, why did this one beat this one when Revocation gave me everything I wanted? The Ossuary Lens from Allegiant is just, incredible, a return to form. And then Xenotaph, why are they where they are? I've said this when I reviewed the Revocation album. This album gave me everything I wanted. They literally left nothing out. Every single song on this album is incredible. Why is it in third place? Why isn't Revocation in first? It is simply because both Allegiant and Fallujah came out with albums that surpassed my expectations. My expectations for both of these albums were, these will be good. I'm going to have some songs off them I really, really like, and then some other songs that are meh. These 2 albums came out and blew me away. This album is simply stunning. These albums rewrote my expectations for their music to come. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This is my 2025 album wrap-up. First place, Xenotaph by Fallujah. Second place, The Ossuary Lens by Allegion. And third place, last but definitely not least, The Mighty Revocation returns with new gods, new masters. Stay tuned for 2026. I am so stoked. I am Pixel the Paladin. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to put links below to all of the albums I have shared, including the runner-ups. Please give them a listen. Please see them in concert. Please buy some merch. Support music. Actually support music. Buy an album, buy a CD, buy a shirt, go see them live. Albums like this just deserve more. They deserve more eyes on them. They deserve way more than they get. And if, hell or high water, it is my responsibility to try to promote these incredible artists and the music that they create. Then so be it. That is my charge. I will continue to support extreme music, not extreme music, soft music, sad boy music. I will continue to support music, good music, in all its forms. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there.